Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. 966 days less the Russian invasion of Ukraine. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky presented his victory plan in Ukraine's parliament Verkhovna Rada, reports Ukrainska Pravda. The document consists of 5 points and 3 secret appendices. Its implementation depends on Ukraine's partners, not Russia, said the president. Zelensky stressed that the Kremlin is not looking for an honest peace. Russian ruler Vladimir Putin has gone mad and wants war. He will not change personally and he is deaf to everyone else. The Ukrainian leader said that Kyiv and its partners should work together to change the circumstances so that the war ends and Russia is forced into peace. The head of state stated that the implementation of the plan has a time frame. Quote, "If we begin to act on this idea and implement this particular victory plan now, it may be possible to end the war no later than next year," unquote, he said. First 3 points are geopolitical and security focused. The first point of the plan is an unconditional invitation to NATO. Later, the president specified that he expects this invitation in the coming months. At the same time, Zelensky acknowledged that NATO membership is a matter of the future, not the present. The president said that the second point of the plan is defense. It is the permanent strengthening of Ukrainian defense and the redirection of the war to Russian territory. There is a clear list of the weapons that would bolster Ukraine's capabilities. The point also envisages enhancement of Ukrainian air defense to a level sufficient to protect cities and settlements from Russian missiles and drones, and conducting joint defense operations with Ukraine's neighbors to intercept Russian missiles and drones within the range of partners' air defense capabilities. Zelensky expects partners to finally lift restrictions on the use of long-range weapons to strike military infrastructure throughout the territory of Ukraine occupied by Russia, and on the territory of Russia, as well as to supply Ukraine with real-time satellite data and intelligence from other sources. This point has a secret appendix. The third point is the deterrence of Russian aggression. It also has a secret appendix to which the leaders of the United States, the UK, France, Germany and Italy have access. Ukraine proposes to deploy a comprehensive non-nuclear deterrent package on its territory to deter further Russian aggression. The fourth point is about Ukraine's strategic and economical potential. According to Zelensky, Ukraine is rich in national resources, including trillions of US dollars worth of vitally important metals. These are uranium, titanium, lithium, graphite, and others. They can be used to strengthen either Russia and its allies or Ukraine and the democratic world in global competition. The president believes that this represents an opportunity for Ukraine's economic growth. Ukraine proposes that the United States, along with certain partners, including the European Union, which Ukraine will be a part of, conclude a special agreement on the joint protection of Ukraine's critical resources, joint investment, and the use of the relevant economic potential. There is also a secret appendix that has been passed on to the US and EU. The fifth point is designed for the post-war period. After the fighting is over, Ukraine will have one of the largest and most experienced military forces. Quote, "Ukraine's experience should be used to strengthen the alliance's defense and enhance security in Europe. This is a worthy mission for our heroes," unquote, said the Ukrainian leader. Kyiv proposes replacing the US military in Europe with Ukrainian troops after the war. According to him, Ukrainians have proven that they can be a formidable force that Russian evil cannot overcome. We would really appreciate if you could rate us, ideally with 5 stars, and leave a glowing review in the app where you are listening to this podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and others. This really helps more people to find out about the highlights from Ukraine and truth about Russia's invasion. Despite Zelensky's expectations, US Ambassador to NATO Julian Smith said that NATO does not plan to invite Ukraine to join the alliance in the short term, reports Voice of America. At the same time, she recalled the alliance's official stance on Kyiv's irreversible path to membership. Smith indicated that the alliance is not at a stage where it is considering the invitation in the short term. However, she remarked that they would keep in touch with their friends in Ukraine about ways to advance towards joining the alliance. The US announced a new $425 million package of military aid to Ukraine, reports European Pravda. The Department of Defense has revealed the specifics of the package, which is allocated under the Presidential Drawdown Authority program, which involves the supply of weapons from US Army stockpiles. It contains additional ammo for NASAMS and HIMARS systems, RIM-7 missiles and air defense support, Stinger anti-aircraft missiles and air-to-ground munitions, 155mm and 105mm artillery ammunition, TOW missiles, Javelin AT-4 anti-tank systems, Humvee vehicles, small arms and ammunition, grenades, thermal imagers, training equipment, subversive operations equipment and ammunition and spare parts. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We're a commercial initiative of just two people and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.